You can consider this a time waster or trade advice because I'm talking until the vote, until it can be tallied. Okay. So that said, instead of saying how to succeed, I wrote, well, how to fail. Okay. With the genesis being, um, the mic is what? Yours louder? Oh, well, it's this one. Right. So the genesis being is that most of us talk about how to succeed, but we're so good at failing and not learning from how to fail. So the phrase is, with any success in it is you've sown your seeds of your really next failure. You just don't know it. But at the same time, conversely, every failure, you've actually sown the seeds of your future success. Okay, so the litmus being is that if I told you that, like for example, you did 3 things right and you did 1 thing wrong, your psyche will focus only on that 1 thing that you've done wrong. And you'll forget all the things that you've done correctly. Okay? The second is that most people are not honest with themselves. Okay? I've reached several points of revelation. Congeniality is just not one of those things that I'm going to acquire, well, in this lifetime. So you have to learn to live with that. And I tend to tell people that if most of you play a game of cards like spades, 359, tonk, or poker, or whatever. Basically, life is a card game. You've been dealt this hand, right? Like I'm 6'4", look like a gorilla, other things that people would say. That's the hand you've been dealt, okay? You now have to look at those, and also don't have 20/20 vision either, so I couldn't see you if you were across the street either. Given all of that, what you have to say is, how do I succeed? Given the disadvantages. You can stand there and put yourself down and blah, 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 but you go miraculously wake up the next day, God forbid, God willing, and you still function. So now you have to carry on, right? Right? Most of you woke up on Wednesday and miraculously you were still alive, and so you had to carry on. With that, you have to basically say, whatever facade you have, like you will say this to such and such, well, I didn't do this, or they were against me for blah, 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 right? But when you look in the mirror, you know the truth, don't you? You know why you failed. Oh, I didn't get up on time, or I didn't do this, or no, I didn't do blah, blah, blah. That's why you failed, right? But you sold a bill of goods that you're now having to live that lie, right? And when most people talk to me, Dr. Jones and others, they say, well, Denny, why did you put up with that? Why you live? I says, let them live the lie. I'm just going to hold them accountable to that story they told. And time will reveal the truth. Doesn't it always? You always find out the truth by the fact that time has passed. So, because every con game, most of you seen Monty, whatever, it's all the element of time. If time passes, you have the what? You have the answer. So, my other points of advice is that, conversely, you only really have to succeed once, right? You could try and try and try. And most people have tried. Woolworth, Hershey, there are litanies of a Hershey failed 3 times. He actually made caramel before he came out with chocolate. Okay, but we only remember what? The chocolate. Okay. Woolworth, he failed 3 times with a 5 and dime store. And then he finally figured out that it was location, location, location. And that was what he succeeded. So for most of you, if I would ask you this one question, regardless of your position in life, blah, blah this, blah, blah that. You're not this. You're too short. You're too big. You're too tall, whatever. I guarantee you, you can accept failure if it was your destiny. Think about it. If you fail because you failed, wouldn't you be happier? Even if you were on the street, you'd be like, well, okay. But if someone fired you, you'd be like, oh, they did this, or they did this to me, or this to you. Then you stop. That was the genesis of this event, is that if you form your own business, regardless, nothing's perfect. If you're waiting for that perfect situation, for the sun to be, and the cloud to be, to be a cloudless sky, and clairvoyance, and all the things work, never gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You're gonna have to take the opportunity that's presented to you and make the best of it and move forward and hope that you can. Now, some of you we talked to the side about where you're trying to do this and do that. If you're an entrepreneur and most of your friends are not entrepreneurs, you need new friends. Period. That's the easy one, because they're not struggling with you and they're putting self-doubt to you, right? Okay. And so that's just, you survive by a herd mentality. So if you're talking to other people who are struggling, you'll feel better. Sort of like when I found that people were more upset about Donald Trump, I felt better the next day. I felt better the next day. I just did. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I can function. There's more people pissed off than I am. Oh, okay, I can live. Okay, because it was not me anymore, right? So if you're looking for, even though we've given you a lot of advice, it's our second year, trust me, the institutional knowledge of your network and other people will solve your problem for you. You just have to reach out to solve the problem. Also, I would say that in your network of people, and I sometimes feel that God plays a cruel joke on everyone, that the person that can probably help you the most, I guarantee for some reason, you don't want to talk to them. They could be your next door neighbor, they could be someone you just hate. But they have all that knowledge that could probably help you. So I would say go through your mental Rolodex of people, even the ones you hate, even the ones you don't get along with or can't talk to. They may have the information is right in front of you that you need. That could be a business partner, that could be someone with some cellular device, but you've somehow X'd that off that I can't. No, not them. That's not possible. It can't be done that way. And that's a cruel joke that's being played on you. I will also say you'll be amiss if you didn't follow up with some of the people that were here, particularly the ecosystem of the vendors that were here, as far as the RX pharmacy and other areas that were there to help you as an entrepreneur to proceed to succeed. So with that, I'm not going to say anything I'm not going to cuss or anything like that. So any questions?
No one has any questions?
What's next? There are other events, quarterly events, or other things that we should look forward to?
Well, we have the Go Africa Street Festival that will be on, I think it's July 15th of 2017. There will probably be a Pay Initiatives event as well, and I think also other events. You'll be amiss if you didn't take advantage of the Columbia Business School, the MBSA, the organizations that were here that can help you. The Manhattan Bureau President's Office, as she mentioned earlier, if you were here earlier, about the events that they have on 125th Street in her office. If you sign up for their newsletter, it'll be pumped out to you periodically with things that they're doing to help with IDs, with businesses, particularly with minority businesses and other services. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I have a question. Actually, ask the question I was going to ask. But I have another question, no problem. I was going to ask you, we met last year, the
Yep.
same time. Instead of waiting for a long time to meet, there is a way we can meet in between. My last question is, African people, we love culture. We love to dance. We love to express ourselves in the culture. There is a way you can combine business. I know we talk about business, it's all about business. There is a way you can combine business and culture. Maybe we can have a night
Well,
of culture.
well, I can.
That will have a lot of people will fill this room.
So the point is, you have to say with an event like this is quality over quantity. First of all, okay. We as a people, okay. I'm gonna turn my back so when people scrunch, I've said it. Okay. We get confused. If we said it was a fashion, actually we get asked, well, do we need performers or we need something like that at this event? My response to the person was, there are enough fashion shows and there are enough parties, what have you. We as a people, if we had said that, everyone would have gotten confused as to when to show up, how to dress, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm generally not against fashion, but I will point out one tiny, tiny, tiny technicality. Okay, if you watch Project Runway and other shows, the only person on Project Runway who's made any money is the host of the show. Okay, if you want to know why, it's because designs are not protected by patent or copyright. Okay, so someone can literally re-engineer your design. That's just how life is all over the world. So what happened is, as you watch Project Runway, someone recorded the show and reverse engineered the fashion, and you lost your design. Okay, so in that, and like I tried to advise a person about business, a guy was from Senegalese. I'm just going to point it out. He's from Senegalese, and he was a designer. He's making couture fashions, blah, blah, blah. I said, why don't you make T-shirts? Of course, you know what that cost. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, the last time I checked, people bought T-shirts all the time. And you needed something to amortize your business to support the business. T-shirts would take care of the machinery we wanted, but he was, it's like Michelle Obama could only buy so many shimmy dresses. That's just life, right? There's only a finite amount, and you had to know your market. And so I was like, well, there are a lot of designers. You have to, what's your distinguishing issue other than you are a designer? I says, I would think if you made T-shirts with all the cotton from Senegal and sold to Walmart, irregular or otherwise, that might have been a what? At least it will pay the bill. And I illustrate that from a business process, since I'm obviously allowed to talk. So I'll just tell you one part, a story that from Kraft Inc. You guys know who Kraft is, right? Kraft Foods, okay. You know, they used to own DiGiorno Pizza, they own General Foods, blah, blah, blah. So this was like in Northbrook, Illinois. We met with them. And we're talking about all different types of design, what they could do with the pizza, what they could do with blah, blah, blah. And this lady, after 3 hours, just had it with us. Well, I didn't say anything, I just was listening. She said, let me tell you something. Cheese pays the bills. Cheese. And she wasn't talking about the cheese that you see. She's talking about the slab cheese that the deli has and the cheese that this restaurant would buy in the back that you never see. Just regular old, plain old cheese. At the end of the day, all that crap that trash with the Yoplait yogurt and blah, 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 at the end of the day, if they didn't sell this slab cheese, they would be out of business. So that's the point I wanted to make, is that I say that a lot of you into the business of glamour and what you could do. Okay. I can easily tell you in your business process, you could come up with an idea that what you could do or what you could sell, and you won't sell it because why I can't do that, I don't want to do that. But miraculously, the numbers will work. And it may not be what you thought it would be, but it would pay the bills. And you could do the other thing that you wanted to do as well. And that's what I usually tell entrepreneurs to focus on, is that I usually have another word I use, but since I'm being taped and all that, I'll not use it. So, you want to talk about the coffee? You want me to talk about it? You want to talk about it? Okay. So, go ahead, Cindy. Go ahead.
I'm quite sure everyone had a good time today, and we learned a lot of information, but I
It was
hope
pretty good. We're
that
trying to get
everyone
the
was able
results
to
done.
taste
Thank
the
you for your time.
Go Africa coffee. And I need you to go
So
and
you had a
purchase
good
some of this
time?
coffee, and you can purchase it on Amazon.
This is our second year around.
So everybody's internet savvy, and you
we're
can just go
trying
right
to
to internet and purchase the
juice,
Go
like
Africa
she
coffee.
asked about the fashion.
Okay, and that's what
doing the
I
fashion
really
and
want
stuff.
to make sure that everyone was able to taste it, and I know it's good. It comes from Africa.
It just does. Particularly for our community, it just takes it
We
away.
gave some out today, but I'm not
So,
sure if everyone got it.
This will go to our
We
third
didn't get
year.
a bag. I have a couple extras
I'm
left.
really cautious about, huh? Who needs to talk to me?
Oh, my mic.
No, you were talking on the mic.
Oh, you
Give
need
us
this
the
mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, both mics.
Gotcha. Again, I hope everyone had a good time this afternoon, this evening. There were a lot of presentations here today. And I hope everyone had a chance to go and taste the Go Africa Network coffee that Go Africa puts out. And we did have some samples here today. I only have a couple of bags left, but I would like for you to go and purchase it to support Go Africa, African business. And it's on Amazon.com, so you can go out and purchase the coffee. And I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you.
Go. Hi, Claudine.
Hi, Megan.
I don't have the same voice as you do. Okay. Anyway, I just want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank Dr. B, Danny Deej, and Dr. Jones, and the whole entire Go Africa team for putting this event together. We worked together on a few initiatives in the past, and I'm very, very excited to be here. My name is Felicia. I am the co-founder of Power African Youth Initiative. We are an organization of, we have a network of about 40 entrepreneurs from Africa who reside here in the U.S. And what we try to do is, okay, so anyway. Okay. Anyway, so what we try to do is connect them with investors and also international organizations that can help them develop their business for Africa. So we have a website. It's called www.payinitiatives.com. You can go ahead, or I also have my business card. I can tell you a little bit more about it because I think it's almost time. They are ready. So if you're more interested in what we do, I will be glad to talk to you about it. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Thank you, Goldine.
Your attention, please. Thank you for being so patient. We do have the results of the competition. We do have some, or the prizes here that will be presented. So just once you hear your name, you come forward. We'll start with the innovation and the idea category. And the person who got the third prize, only because we have a tie for the first and the second, is Latonia Green. Latonia? So, you make the presentation.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations and all the best. There is a tie for the first prize with, of course, Marie Claudine. Marie will also share the stage with Xiomara, who presented
Luchitude is barking loud.
Excuse me. Give me a minute.
prize is the third runner-up actually got a $75 gift card for her work, and the second prize originally was a $100 gift card, and the first prize was a $150 gift card. What we have done is we have basically decided to give both winners a $150 gift card.
Thank you. Congratulations. Take picture. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
And keep at it. Okay, so for the other much anticipated category, the general category, where we had quite a few interesting pitches, we didn't have a tie there. The third prize, which is a $150 gift card, will go to Cuthbert Onikute with his presentation.
Yes.
Yeah. The second prize goes to the Mohamed Diallo.
Come on this side.
That's a $250 gift card.
Wow.
Congrats. And the first prize goes to, and drum roll,
Where's that horn?
the product. Marie Kelly. Oh. This will fall.
So, we would like to thank everyone because we're all winners here. And I would like to express our condolences and appreciation to all the groups that have supported us, to all the members here, to all the extended services, to Ms. Harlem, to all the agencies, to everyone for making this a great event. So I think we'll take a group picture and for the record and everything, and we would like to thank you, and we'll see you next year.
Can we just thank the judges?
The judges for all your hard
They
and
did an
tireless
awesome
work.
job.
You did an awesome job. And thank all the various presenters and hosts, everyone.
Very well. Good job. Thank you so much.
We need y'all in there a little tighter. I'm tired. You guys see everybody?
You should remove the computer, right?
You got,
Just close. Can you just close it? Yeah, I think we're done with this.
Good. Oh, congratulations. Wow, look at you.
Thank you, thank you.
Too happy, right?
I'm so happy right now.
Okay, so. And were you sure that you were going to be the winner of this contestant?
You know, I was very confident. I projected it out into the universe. I worked really hard on my pitch, practiced a lot, and I was very confident when I came in. It definitely helped that everyone was so friendly and welcoming. So.
Okay.